when she rises early in the morning. I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon their lay. For the life of the country boy and to ramble through long hay.
Morris dancing is mentioned as early as in a number of Shakespeare's plays, but no one knows the exact origins. If you look at various traditional dancing from Germany, people in lederhosen clapping their hands, if you look at certain types of dances from Spain, you'll see original elements. I think Morris is just one of the earlier forms of dance ritual that was done traditionally in the Cotswolds of England, the central part of England. Each town would have their own team, and the stepping style would be different. The hankies and the what we call the double step would be slightly different, and each town would have the dances that wherever they came from they would do in their particular style, and we try to do dances from the village of Leafield, which we call Fieldtown, Ducklington, Bledington, and we do a near border dance. This is a border between Scotland and England, the Upton-on-Severn stick dance. The team is 30 years old. It'll be 30 years this September, and I joined in '91, 15 years ago. The music is great, and what we also have now is a wonderful tradition of garland and longsword dance here in Philadelphia with the Germantown country dancers and the Swarthmore College points of etiquette, which is just phenomenal to see the old traditions being kept alive. The dances are traditional. They were certainly all male originally and father to son taught. Edmund Bacon documented Morris just after World War II, I believe the time frame was, went to various towns, and he was dealing with people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, and they were recanting their remembrances of the Morris. May Day is the spring ritual. If you think about Morris, it comes from an agrarian time period. If you go back to pre-Christian times or even medieval times, the hankies symbolize bringing out the sun. The sticks are supposed to wake the ground, make it ready for planting, and the bells will scare away evil spirits. You know, Philadelphia has a tradition of mummers, which is very similar to Morris, in that people paint their faces and dance out on a particular day, in this case New Year's Day, and it's very, very similar. So I think what we're seeing is just some kind of cultural norm that you find in some less advanced societies, and even some hangers-on to some old traditional ways. Well, the fool represents, at least we believe, the devil. He's supposed to disrupt the dance. The dance is very orderly and structured, and he is the chaotic element going through there. But in the more street performance venue that Morris has become, he provides a comic relief. He generally will involve the crowd by bringing people in off the street into the middle of the dance, or hitting them with different things like pig's bladders and things to kind of involve the crowd and make them focus on the Morris. Within the folk dance community, the Kingsessing Morris Men, and up to a few years ago, Spruce Hill Morris, which is the women's team, had a traditional role. They were the Morris teams, and in May Day, people would come out to watch Morris. And what you're seeing now is with the Germantown country dancers, without joining in on that traditional spring dance out, and it's, in my opinion, just wonderful. And we've had people singing here. They're all local, so this is really the folk dance community coming out and doing what traditionally is done on May 1st.